Here's some book series that I could not put down. This video is inspired by Zodiac Academy because I started those books a couple days ago. I'm on book 5 right now, like the very beginning of it. I cannot for the life of me stop reading it. It's about an academy, a Zodiac Academy. So it's really like based into like astrology and the stars. Everyone has powers, they just have like different levels of powers. There are these 4 guys at the academy and they're heirs, so they're gonna take up the throne, or like that's what's planned to happen. But then these 2 girls who are the daughters of the king that they had before, who like they thought that whole family got wiped out, but actually those 2 daughters were sent away into the mortal world to like hide for a little bit, and then they were found once they turned 18 because like their powers came back, so they were brought back and now they're challenging the heirs. There's this big standoff for power between the heirs and then the heirs, that the 2 girls who just came there. But no matter how much the heirs who like grew up in the mortal world are trying to say that they don't want the throne, the heirs who are already there are like trying to protect the throne, so they're being really mean. It's like a bully romance situation, which I usually don't like, but I got hooked. It definitely took me a while to like a lot of these characters, and some of them I still don't like. I seriously just can't stop reading. I cannot stop reading. It is so good. I'm hooked. Okay, before I say this next one, I need to say there's something I'm really guilty of, where if I start getting really into a series and I can't stop reading it, then I will stop after a certain book and I will just like make myself not buy the next book. I especially do that when they're physical copies of books, and then I'll just like buy one at a time as I'm reading them, and then I'll just stop because I literally can't help myself unless I don't have that book. But now I have like the Libby app, so that's nothing anymore. But when I could do that, I did. So I started the Shatter Me series. The same kind of thing where like I didn't really like the first book and it took me a little bit to get into it, but by the 3rd I was completely hooked, and then I read the 4th as well, and then I stopped myself and I was like, this is the end. This is the end. Because I think it was an ending where I was like, I'm okay with this, but I could not stop reading these books. I couldn't put them down, and they were all that I thought about. Like, they just consumed all of my thoughts. The next one is The Naturals. This one is really addicting, but it's not like I had to read the entire series at the same time. I'd read like 2 books, and then I'd take a little bit and I'd read the next one, take a little bit, read the next one. Never too far off of each other, but each book, like after I started one, I could not put it down until I finished it. This is a YA mystery book. There's a found family group of teenagers who work for the government. They all have like these special abilities that help them with these cases, with these crime cases. It's really intense, really good. Absolutely loved every single book.